work is put in, I'm ready. I'm ready to deliver a statement. You know, thanks to the WBC for making things a lot more, you know, weary for the fans, where, you know, they move Canelo up, because that's definitely a fight that I would love to have right here in my city. But right now I'm focused on Brandon Adams, and that's something I've been focused on for the last
He don't
couple
look like
months,
he want to be there, do
we're
he?
going to get the job done. Thanks to everybody who congratulated me on becoming.
So, I've always been really, really good with the rules of the sanctioning bodies, WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF. You know, I researched them. So, I got this email yesterday. Of course, you've heard the news. So, my job is not to regurgitate the same shit that y'all already heard from the other channels, but to actually break it down for you. For example, I have the WBC rule book. And note that it goes up, the rule, here it is. This is a version from January 27th of 2014. And when you just Google WBC rules. So that's something that I'm going to be paying attention to as time goes on when they update their rules, because it's from their website. So something happened down in Honolulu. Here, let me go to the email. Let's go to the email. During its recent mid-year meeting in Honolulu, Hawaii, USA, the WBC Board of Governors approved Rule 3.26 of the WBC Rules and Regulations, which creates the designation of a WBC franchise champion, which means somewhere in their rule book is supposed to be rule, as you can see, 326. It's 320, champion in recess, interim champion. You know, I've researched all this stuff in the past. You know, diamond championship, silver championship, and the last I thought it was the champion, the emeritus champion, right? That was supposed to be the highest you can get. But as you can see, it goes to 325. But according to this email, it's Rule 326. So under Rule 3.26, in its discretion, meaning that they can do whatever they want, the WBC may, upon two-thirds of a vote of board and governors designated in each weight division category. So basically, it's a super championship. And all they're doing is they're sucking Canelo's cock. They don't want Canelo to be like, who are you to order me to fight anybody? No, when he drops their belt, they lose upwards to about $1 million a year. And then they're a Mexican organization. Mauricio Suleiman, I'm ashamed. You sicken me. Because I thought, you know, he was doing a really, really good job, you know, correcting the sins of his father. Rest in peace to Jose Suleiman, but he was in cahoots with Don King. You ever wonder why guys like Mary Mom, Charles Hatley, Bermain Stavern were able to jump the line in certain shit? You ever think about shit like that? Because Don King is his step-papa or his godfather. Owed some favors. They can't afford to lose Canelo or piss him off. He bring in too much money. So they just made a whole new, but they made a super championship. You know how it rolls with the WBA. The WBA has two belts. They have the best example I can use is this. When Floyd Mayweather was fighting, when he was actively fighting, he was 147 and 154 pound WBA super world champion. While at 147, Keith Thurman was WBA world. And at 154, Iris Lindy-Lar was at WBA World. Now, what the WBA does, from you can clearly see, and the WBC is now doing is, they're like, okay, well, you can be the super champion. You can be like, they use it to bridge promotional divides. Like, well, we'll keep this belt over here, and your fighter's gonna have. Listen, they're gonna be the. Do they hear the shit that's going on? If it's true that, you know, groups like the Endeavor group, the big rumors that they're going to buy PBC, or they're in negotiations to buy PBC, that they got big companies out here, or not companies but entities that's out to destroy the sanctioning bodies. Like, nah, Heyman already tried to do it, make his own PBC belts. They're not helping. And poor Jermall Charlo, where does he go? Look at the 160-pound division. That was his golden ticket. They took his golden ticket. That WBC belt was that nice Charlie in the chocolate factory bar. That Charlie was that chocolate factory bar. Had that golden ticket and shit. He opened that up. Oh, got that belt. Mauricio Suleiman comes down. Ha, it's my ticket. Took, like, it's, and then I noticed, like, I peeped that, like, on their social media, on the WBC, you know how, like, when somebody gets elevated, on like, you would have to follow their Twitter and everything. If somebody gets elevated, or if somebody becomes a new champion, they put like this this photo right here you see, like something like this, with just the fighter. Hold up, let me fix this. Hold up, show mouse clicks. There we go. With the fighter. They keeping this shit quiet because they know fans pissed, because it's clear as day. I've been talking about it since Jermall Charlo even got his hands on that WBC interim. I said, you know what? They're not going to like put him in the Canelo discussion. They're going to keep him out of that because they don't want to piss off Canelo. So they made an interim title. Okay, I got that at that point in time. But I said, well, what are they going to do when the time comes for them to order him to fight Charlo, meaning Canelo, or Golovkin? If it was Golovkin, they would, you know what? Like, how did I not see this coming? Like, how did I not see it coming down? It's crazy because we're still going to watch Canelo fights, because even though it's just, we know that Canelo's going to fight top competition. We know that already. With talks of him not fighting Golovkin, but fighting Colin Smith or fighting Sergey Kovalev, or in talks that, well, in like hinting at fighting Kovalev. Kovalev's got to fight Anthony Yarde. That's already, if they were to fight, it's not going to be in September. There's so many different things going on. So we know that Canelo will fight top competition. It's not about that. This falls on the WBC. And the prestige, like they made a new belt, and they try to make it seem like they haven't even upgraded their new rules. WBC rules 2019. No, let's find their new rules. They had some shit down in Hawaii, and they was like, shit, Charlo fight this week, and all the media are going to be asking him like, yo, what's up with Canelo? We're going to be forced to do a purse bid, and Canelo's going to be mad at us. That's like, motherfucker, rule motherfucking 3.26. Let's make the new rule and shit. We need that Canelo bread. It's crazy, man. They didn't want to put Canelo promotional in that promotional mess of a purse bid. And I feel that the Zone and Golden Boy, like, it's I'm gonna put the, like, it's not in the rules. They just made up a new rule. And when you look at 160, if Jermall Charlo right now, it is 3:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, June 27, 2019. If Jermall Charlo does beat Brendan Adams tomorrow on Saturday night, who does he really fight? Like, 160 is top heavy. He can try they're going to force him to 168. Even there's not even good fighters at 154 that can really come up. Go look at the rankings. Screw you, WBC. Screw you. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightFuel360.com. Please subscribe. You can tell Jermall is feeling it. Just look at him.